Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Chatting in My Closet. Today's episode is exploring whether consumerism has killed fashion. For those of you tuning in for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I like to do these luxury fashion videos here on YouTube. I share hauls and reviews, but at the end of the day, I share my journey so we can all mindfully curate our own collections. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below with your thoughts on this topic. All of your support really means a lot to me. And for those of you who might be tuning in for the first time, Chatting in My Closet is an ongoing series on my channel where I share my open and candid thoughts on a fashion-related topic, and then I open up the floor to all of you to continue the conversation in the comment section down below. So definitely leave a comment with your thoughts on this topic. You might agree or disagree. All of that's okay. The only thing that I ask for is for everyone to be respectful and open to hearing other people's thoughts as well. I typically post a poll on my communities page a couple days after posting a Chatting in My Closet video, and the poll is with a few topics that I want you to vote on to let me know which one I should do next. This topic was actually not a part of that poll because it came up and it was like this little bug in my mind. It's just been there for a little bit, and I think I just wanted to like talk it out with someone, you know, just put it out there and see if I'm the only one who thinks that way. The question is really, has consumerism killed fashion? And in a way, I think there's a bit of a superficial answer where we can right away say, yes, it did. If we think about all the fast fashion brands that have evolved, right, and just multiplied, spawned across the universe, we could say, yes, it did. It's made people hyper-focused on buying something now, for the now, only to wear now, and not really thinking about what it means to be a fashion item or part of an era. And you know what I mean? In a way, there's a segment of fashion that's really lost some of that romance, some of that glamour, if you will. But I'm even talking about in the luxury fashion world, when we're thinking about luxury brands, the collections they put out, the trends they establish, right? I used to see and think about big fashion houses, big fashion brands as the real trendsetters, the ones that are really pushing the envelope, doing something really different, dramatically different, I don't know, changing the way we think about fashion, changing the way we approach dressing ourselves, something like that right now. Of course, those are grand. Those are pretty heavy responsibilities to put on a fashion house, okay? So I don't mean it in an overly grandiose way either. When we're thinking about, society and humanity, fashion perhaps is not the most critical component of that, right? But I feel like I'm missing a lot of that from fashion houses these days. Okay, here's what really sparked this thought in my mind. It was really when I saw the fall-winter colors for Hermes, the handbag colors. I almost thought I misunderstood them as spring colors because there's a lot of pastel in there. And okay, I don't, fashion is meant to be fun. You don't have to stick to, preconceived notions or judgment about what kind of colors you can wear during a season. I get it, right? Pastels are not only restricted to the spring and summer season. You can have pastels as part of fall, winter, totally fine. I feel like winter whites, winter blues, amazing, right? But I also feel like Hermes handbag colors have been in the pastel space for years now. And maybe it's because we just see a lot more of those trending colors that it feels like those are the ones that keep coming out. Blue Broom and Mauve Sylvester, and I think the season prior to that, so last winter, also had Blue Broom. I think Rose Sakura was part of it. It's a lot of pastels still coming through. I can't remember the name. Jean Poussin was also part of that mix. This fall winter we have a green that's super pale green, and the pink is super pale, right? Pink. Come on, we were coming into autumn winter season. I was looking forward to those rich, I don't know, chocolatey browns. I'm not even a brown person, but I would have loved to see that as part of the color palette in general, right? I know pastel bags are a huge hit. I know they are because you see them all over the place and you know the demand is there. But like when we had a pale pink, a pale blue, and a pale yellow as part of like spring, summer, did we really need another super pale pink, a super pale yellowish greenish color, and like a pale gray or something? Like, do we need those also for autumn, winter? Maybe we did. I mean, you guys might feel like that's an absolute necessity. So like, you guys let me know. For sure, let me know. Maybe I'm like super basic over here, just thinking about like, I don't know, there's like a broad spectrum of colors. And I guess I get this animated about it when I think about Hermes in particular, because I love Hermes for their colors, for the nuances they have in their colors, for the intricacies, for the depth that it brings. Like, I love them for that. The shade variation in like pinks seem very slight. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I feel like we can, I don't know, I would like to see more colors. I would also like to understand like what unifies and ties the colors together. Not that you have to be restricted that way, but sometimes I look at the colors that are part of a season and I just go, oh, okay, that was interesting. And I'm sure it's driven by a lot of other decisions. You know, it had to tie into maybe the ready-to-wear collection and the shoes and all this stuff. But that's what got me thinking about this. When I look at the Chanel collections now, 22C collection, the Cruise collection, I was like, this is Cruise. Where is the color? Like, where is like the pops of color at least? Everything was very, I mean, it was like punk rock themed, but honestly, I feel like so many of the collections from Chanel are different shades of punk, basically. Like different shades of slight punk, rock, chic, like weaved into there, and then there's tweed. You know, like that's kind of like, I don't know. So I'm just like, where's the stuff that you kind of look for in a spring summer collection? Where's the kind of stuff you look for in a fall winter collection? Where is all of this stuff? Where did it go? Why is it gone? And I feel like it's gone because maybe people don't buy them. Maybe, you know, people's buying habits are telling these brands that they're not very interested in those things. I don't know. I think it's possible. I haven't watched every single show as part of every single fashion month. I'm sure there are some of those shows that are happening, and if you know of a good one that you think is a really good example, like definitely link it down below and I'd love to check it out. I just have very limited capacity for consuming content like that, and so I get very selective of the ones that I choose to see. I can't watch all of them. I wouldn't, my brain would turn into mush. So I might just be missing out and unaware. So definitely let me know in the comments if there is something that comes to mind for you. But that's just my overall sentiment. Louis Vuitton is kind of similar. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like old school and like not that innovative, not that open. I don't know. There are just certain things that I like look forward to seeing for certain collections. And then I feel like we don't really see them anymore. That's really what I wanted to chat about. I wanted to see if anybody else has that kind of impression these days. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm focused on the wrong fashion houses to get that kind of inspiration right now. I don't know. So let me know your thoughts on this topic. I would love to continue the conversation. So leave a comment down below. That's my ramble. My thoughts, my initial thoughts on this. As I mentioned, I will post a communities poll. It will be a new poll with a few more topics, so definitely look out for that, and please participate in the poll if you would like me to do a particular topic first. I plan on doing all of them, but this just helps me prioritize. If you have any other topic suggestions, please leave those in the comments down below. I love to add your suggestions to the list as well. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave them down below or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new fashion related videos every Sunday and Wednesday. So until next time,